Noise. I'm going to start recording.
Okay.
Awesome. So just a formal welcome. I want to welcome you guys for jumping on this webinar, taking time out of your busy schedules. And we're just going to do about 15 to 20 minutes. I just kind of wanted everyone to put a face behind the name and behind the post and who is this master trainer, and do I know her? Do I not know her? So I just kind of wanted to connect with each of you who are already signed up or are thinking about becoming an Insanity Live instructor. My name is Nina Carr. I'm a certified fitness professional. I am a mom of 5. They're all mine. My oldest is 10 and my youngest is 4, and they're downstairs playing with makeup. I'm keeping them busy. But I love being a fitness instructor. And it's my passion. Whether you've taken one of my classes here locally at the gym in Goodyear or Phoenix, I'm kind of all over the place. Or you can just see from my posts, I am very passionate about what I do. I love being a teacher, I guess you could say. Growing up, I always used to play school with my brother and sister. Like, I would literally steal chalk from school just so I can write on the walls and like pretend I'm playing school with my brother and sister and they were the students and everything. It was crazy. And when I got older, I'm like, I'm going to college. I'm going to teach elementary. But we know that's not how God works out with our plans, right? We think we have a plan and God's like, nope, that's not it. So I didn't go to school. I went to community college. That's school. But I don't even think I finished 6 months. That's how long ago it was. And I really thought that was the end for me in my teaching. I was like, well, there you go. I'm not going to be a teacher. I was always a lover of fitness. I did track and cross country in high school, and I was a star athlete. But as I got older and got married and started popping out kids literally 5 years in a row, it just took a toll on my body. Physically, mentally, even spiritually, to the point where I fell into deep depression. And it wasn't postpartum depression. For some moms, you know, after you have kids, you get postpartum depression. Mine was, I don't love my body. You know, I used to be tight and perky and have that athletic look, and I didn't look like that anymore. And for some people, that may be the motivation they need to want to work out. But for me, that just put me in a dark place where I fell deep into depression. I suffered from crazy anxiety. My mind was always going. It still does sometimes. I just know how to cope with it better. And something needed to change. My marriage was on the verge of divorce. I was just a bitter, angry, resentful woman who at that time was in my early 30s. And, you know, that's your prime. Like, that's when, like, you're like at your prime, right? That's what they say. And I felt like an old maid. And something needed to change. And just to condense my story a little bit, fitness was my salvation. You know, I'm a Christian. Maybe you guys aren't or you aren't. That's okay. But I just prayed a lot because my husband told me that I needed to do something or our marriage was over. And for, you know, some marriages you end because of money problems or infidelity. It was, I didn't love myself. I couldn't love my family or my husband, and they had enough. So he literally told me to get my stuff together. And I just prayed. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And God works when he's ready to work, not when you start kneeling and down and you think he's going to give you an answer right then and there. Sometimes he does, but with this, he didn't. And long story short, Insanity was the program that saved me. I wish I could make this lighter. There we go. There. She's alive. Let me back up a little bit. Insanity really was the program that saved me. It was the workout program from home because at the time there was no class you could take at the gym for Insanity. I remembered not being able to do 2 push-ups. I could barely do 2 push-ups modified, and I was like, holy hell. I don't know if I can do these 60 days. I know he's talking about 60 days can change your life. Like, my life is about to die. I'm about to pass out. But I didn't give up. And every day I got stronger, just by a little. Maybe it was 2.5 push-ups the next day. Maybe it was, a better jump instead of modifying. But I finished that. And within those 60 days, I lost 10 pounds. I gained my confidence back. I gained my sexy back, right? And I felt so accomplished, and I felt like I gained my self-worth again, like I knew my worth again. So when Beachbody decided to bring insanity to the gyms, I was the very first person, I like to think, to sign up here in Arizona. I was in the first certification that they offered here in Arizona. And I thought, how could I not become an instructor and teach insanity? Like, this is the workout that changed my life. How could I not bless others with this? And then it just kind of snowballed into me getting certified in other Beachbody live formats, because I just fell in love with teaching again. I was like, this is what I was meant to do. God has shown me my purpose. And I became an instructor for the love of the craft, to walk into class every time I taught and still teach, and to see those faces. And some of them are apprehensive. Some of them are nervous. Some of them, this is their very first time walking into that insanity class, and they already feel discouraged because the name alone sounds daunting, right? They're like, insanity? Hell no, I'm not doing that. But as an instructor, I love talking to my members first and letting them know that it's for all levels of fitness when you take an insanity live class. So the DVD program was kind of extreme, right? There was no modifier. There is no modifier. Whereas when you take an insanity live class, it's for all levels of fitness, because we want everyone to feel successful in class. We want everyone to leave there knowing they gave it their 100%, and they loved their instructor because their instructor motivated them and pushed them and was right there side by side doing burpees or squats. And to them, that made them feel good. So now they want to keep coming back for more. And to me, that's the most rewarding thing as an instructor, is when at the end of a workout, you see your members smiling. They look beat, they're dripping in sweat, they look a hot mess, but they're high-fiving one another in class, they're thanking you, and then they walk out and they go, see you next class. Like, that just fills my soul up. I love that. I don't teach for the money. And so kind of going a little off of the insanity certification, as an instructor, you get paid anywhere from $10 and up. It just depends on your level of experience and where you teach. If you teach at a YMCA or a nonprofit organizational establishment, you won't get paid as much. If you teach at a 24-hour fitness or EOS fitness gym, they do pay you substantially more. You'll probably make $20 or more. So I just want you guys to be aware of that, because I don't want you to come into this and sign up as an instructor thinking like this is your next bread and butter. Think of this as another way for you to inspire and help motivate other people. For those of you that are maybe Beachbody coaches, I don't want you to get caught up on this is another great way for me to get people, to get clients. I want you to think of this as another avenue for you to help people. So you have your Beachbody business, where those are the people that aren't ready to go to the gym. You know, maybe they're just not secure with themselves. You know, walking through those doors to the gym can be intimidating. Or maybe, you know, they have kids or a crazy schedule with work. So they prefer to work out in the comfort of their own home. Whereas as an instructor, you teach those people that need that in-your-face motivation. They want to feel that enthusiasm and the energy, and they want to be able to high-five people. And so that's why I love working both aspects of the fitness world, both as a Beachbody coach and as a fitness instructor. And sure, organically it'll happen that some of the people at the gym will become your clients because they're going to follow you on Facebook, or they'll eventually become coaches. But you kind of want to let that happen organically. You don't want to walk in to teach a class and say, hi, my name's Ashley. I'm an insanity instructor, and I'm also a Beachbody coach. Like, that just comes across as shady, like you have an agenda. So always lead as an instructor when you're teaching a class. And when your followers, your people start to follow you on Facebook, then they'll see that you're also a Beachbody coach, and then they'll follow you that way. Does that make sense, you guys? You're welcome to like nod your heads or chime in. I would love for you guys to interact if you're up for chatting. So I just kind of wanted to explain that a little bit, because some people, when they ask me about becoming an instructor, they're like, yeah, and how much money do you make? And I'm like, ooh, you might be in it for the wrong reasons. Yeah. But if you're a Beachbody coach, it will help you with both aspects of the fitness world. I love it. So I kind of wanted to share my screen right now with you guys and help answer some questions that I get asked often. Share screen. Okay, I'm so glad you can only see me and not my dog. He's humping in bed. He has no upbringing, and I need to get him fixed. So it's embarrassing. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting hot, like flustered, like, oh my gosh, that's gross.
What kind of dog?
He's a chocolate lab. Oh. He's a puppy, and he's nasty. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah. Awesome. So I'm not going to go through all of these questions. If you want to know where these questions are, you can go to insanitycertification.com, and then you'll click right here where it says certification and click on the FAQ. But some of these answers are actually old. So I wanted to go through a couple of them and give you the current answers for these. So what materials do you need? When you sign up, I have in my back office everyone's email address when you register to become an Insanity instructor. So I'm going to send everyone an email a week before the certification, welcoming you guys and letting you know what you can expect and what you should bring. A change of workout clothes, some snacks. If you want to pack your own lunch, pack your own lunch. And you're also going to receive your Insanity manual. You'll be able to download that to your phone or print it out and then bring it with you the day of certification. So honestly, that's all you need. What is covered during the workshop? That's another question that I get asked often. So with the Insanity Certification Workshop, we're really just going to give you an in-depth understanding of the workouts, the moves, or I like to call them the drills, the choreography that has made Insanity one of the most successful extreme home fitness programs in the world. And honestly, like, I teach at various gyms here in the West Valley, and it is blowing up. We need Insanity instructors. Like, I don't just say that to say that. Like, I always keep it real. We need Insanity instructors. Like, I don't even have many people who can sub my classes because there are no Insanity instructors. So it's hard for me to even take a day off because I don't have anyone to sub for me. And then we're going to go through how Insanity is designed, the warm-up, the blocks, the drills, some of the signature moves, some foundational moves. This is an interactive training, meaning you're not just going to sit on your butts the entire 8 hours. So I don't want you to feel like this is going to be boring. You're going to do a lot of interactive workshop groups where you're going to be broken up into little groups, and you're going to be able to take turns using the mic. You're going to get to take turns teaching a drill or a couple drills. So at the end of this 8-hour training, I want you guys to feel knowledgeable, to feel somewhat comfortable. You're still going to feel a little nervous and maybe a little overwhelmed because it's 8 hours. But I want you to feel knowledgeable. I want you to feel confident in knowing that you're going to be okay teaching your first class. You're going to have me as your mentor. So this is just going to be the beginning for us when you come to that Insanity certification. I'm going to put you guys in a private Facebook group. where we're going to go in depth even more, where if you need help with your audition, I'm going to help you with that. If you need help finding a job, somewhere to teach, I'm going to help you with that. If you need help preparing for your audition, you know, what should I bring? How should I prepare? What should I teach? Can you help me create a fitness resume? I'm going to help you with all of that. So I just want you to go in there like a sponge, just ready to be open-minded, ready to absorb, and just ready to have fun and learn all about the Insanity Live culture. Because at the end of the 8-hour training, you will officially become an Insanity Live instructor. There is no test, which you all should be like, thank you, Jesus. Because when I got certified, we had to take a written exam. So you guys are lucky dogs because there is no written exam. So that, again, should make you feel at peace, like, okay, this is doable. I've got this. So there's going to be a lot of hands-on. I really want you guys to get comfortable teaching, coaching, and learning how to motivate. You know, what are some different ways that you can motivate your class? What are some different ways that you can teach your class proper form and technique? Another question I get asked often is, well, do I have to be in shape? Like, I've never done Insanity. I haven't done the home program. Do I have to do Insanity before I get the certification? Renee, that's you?
Yeah.
And the answer is no. No, you don't have to. We're going to go, again, break down Insanity for you in training. We're going to go over the fundamentals. And, you know, no one's going to look at you and go, you haven't done Insanity. They're not going to know that unless you say so. Practice. When you get certified, just practice, practice, practice. When you get to the certification, you're going to receive from me a little goodie bag. It'll have some treats in there and some other cool trinkets. I won't tell you everything that's in there. But you're also going to get your Insanity round. So let me show you. This is not Insanity. I should have had it here. 21-day fix. Holla. But your Insanity round will look like this. So you will receive something like this, but it'll say Insanity and it will have the round on it. Could be round 10, 11, 12, 13, one of those rounds. And when you open it up, you're going to have 2 DVDs. So 2 slits just like this. Your first DVD is your instructional DVD. That's going to be the workout. Everything is going to be broken down from form and technique, starting from the warm-up all the way down to the ab section. The other DVD is going to be your music. So you're just going to put that into your laptop, download your music into iTunes, and that's the music that you're going to use for that specific round. Does that make sense? So this is a pre-designed format. You don't have to make up an Insanity moves. You don't have to think about what it is you're going to teach. You don't have to create your own playlist and come up with your own music. Everything is done for you. As an instructor, you just want to make sure that you learn proper form and technique. You practice your teaching, coaching, and motivating skills that I'm going to be helping you with, and that you have your music on your iPod or on your iPhone or on your smartphone so you're ready to teach. That's it. This is one of the easiest formats to teach because we use the music as motivation. We don't move to the beat of the music. Does that make sense? So if you've taken a Turbo Kick live class or a Pio live class or even Zumba, it's designed to move to the beat of the music, not Insanity. So again, you guys should be like, awesome. But as your mentor, I want you guys to make sure that you follow the form and technique section of your DVDs and practice, practice, practice till you can fully demonstrate to your members the form and technique. Because to me, that's most important, is making sure that as an Insanity Live instructor, we demonstrate proper form and technique, because we want to make sure that our members have safety as their #1 priority. We don't want to teach them an Insanity drill and then they're out of commission because we showed them how to do it wrong. Right? Y'all feeling me on that? You're like, yeah, I got it. Am I crazy? Do you guys have any questions for me so far? You're welcome to interject. We're 22 minutes in.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet? Trying to see if I
Pretty
can
easy
find
so far.
Huh?
But it sounds pretty simple so far.
Yeah, it really is. I think that's kind of it. I pretty much kind of combined almost quite a few questions together and answered them. If you like Insanity, or if you've done an Insanity live class, or maybe you've done Insanity Max 30, and you want to inspire, like I said before, and motivate people, and you want to get out of your own comfort zone a little bit, and you've been thinking about becoming an instructor, but you are the only person in your way from making this happen. Because like I said, you don't have to be in tip-top shape. I'm not going to look at you and go, man, let me see how high her power jumps are. Let me check her plank. I'm going to help correct you if I see your form and technique is off, but you're not there to compete, if that makes sense. I'm not walking around with a clipboard looking at you and going, her in and outs didn't look good. Her in and outs, from her planks, they looked off. You're going to get better over time. Like I said, 2 push-ups modified for months up until the very end where I felt like I got it and then I owned it. When we get started in the morning, we're going to do a little welcome. We're going to kind of break the ice. Everyone's going to introduce themselves. And then we're going to get right into a 50-minute Insanity Live masterclass. So you guys are going to get a feel for how it is you're going to be teaching. You don't have to do anything except just work out. If any of you are recovering from an injury, or maybe, you don't want to go all out, your joints are jacked up, or you want to take it easy on your joints, you are allowed to modify during your certification and even in the master class. Again, like I said, when I'm doing the master class, I'm not there watching you guys going, she looked like she was out of gas. I just want you guys to get a feel for what an Insanity Live class is, so you can experience it firsthand. And if you've taken an Insanity Live class with me before, I want you now to pay a little more attention to how I teach the class, because that's going to be you. That's going to be you up there eventually leading. So that's it, you guys. Do you have any questions at all? Pretty simple, pretty easy. If you are a Beachbody coach and you register, you do get a 10% discount. It doesn't come out to a lot, but if you're like me, a savings is a savings. So know that you do get a 10% discount. To sign up, you're going to go to insanitycertification.com. You're going to click on certification. Click on find a workshop. If you're still following me up here. My computer's slow today. What is going on? Once it pulls that up, you're going to look for Arizona. Thank goodness we're in the top. And then you're going to click on the July 11th. If you want to do September 13th, you can go for that too. That is my legal name in case any of you are asking. It's Yarina. I'm a Puerto Rican with a Russian name. I can't help it. I can't help it. But I go by Nina, just so you guys know. But you're welcome to call me Yarina. Just don't jack it up trying to say it. If for some reason you can't go to the certification, something happened. It happened to my husband when he was getting certified. It's not transferable. What you can do is call the 800 number for Insanity certification and then ask to do another date. So if you can't do July 11th and you purchased it and something happened, maybe even something happened the day of, you got a flat tire, knock on wood that doesn't happen, and you can't make it, Beachbody Live customer service is amazing. Just give them a call and they will happily just put you to the next training. Sound good?
Yeah.
So any questions, reach out to me on Facebook. I know sometimes putting you guys on the spot and saying, any questions? You're like, no. But if you happen to have a question, just shoot me a message on Facebook. The day of training, I'm crazy, just so you guys know. I have a crazy personality. Don't be surprised if I come in with a big afro, because I like to make trainings and my workouts fun. So if you want to join the fun, crazy train, join my certification. We'll have a good time. Lunch is not included. You will be able to go off for about 45 minutes for your own lunch, or you can bring your own lunch. But I will give each of you a goodie bag. And the first 10 people that register by May 31st, you're going to receive from me personally. This doesn't come from Beachbody Live. This comes from me. You'll get some Insanity Live swag so you can start repping and wearing it. But again, that's for the first 10 people. We've got 4 people registered already, which, believe it or not, is huge because this is 6 weeks before certification and people like to wait till the last minute. So 4 people already is a big deal. So I encourage you to sign up as soon as you can, or shoot me a message and let me know so I can put you on my list to save you a spot. But that's it. We're going to have a fun, great, knowledgeable time. This is going to be the beginning of our journey together because you're stuck with me. I'm going to be your mentor. I want you guys to be successful. You're a representation not only of Beachbody Live and Shaun T, but also of me. And I want to make sure that I give you guys the very best of my knowledge, tools, and resources, and that I help set you up for success as an instructor. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on Facebook. Bye.
Thank you.